At this point, your style's developed, your name is developed, your crew is developed, and what the stuff you're talking about, the Ferraris and the different letters. Is this when you really came up with the concept of new wave and started calling it?
I think the new wave, the word came from Doug when we had. So the meeting at the big writers meeting, was that we were supposed to do a TWS writers meeting, and basically they wanted to bring their friends, and I was like, you know what, let's just bring everybody. And I already went to East Bay, I already went to San Jose, and so I already met up with a lot of people, so I told them to come up. And everybody in San Francisco heard about it, and so we all met up at the Powell Street station.
Yeah.
And Orko was there too. Spy was there taking a lot of
I've
photos.
seen some of his pictures.
And Doug was there, and I think we were just passing our books around, like a writers' meeting in Style Wars.
Yeah.
And Doug looked at my shit and said, "Oh, it's like new wave." It was like new wave, and they're like, "New wave? What the hell is that?" So I guess we were just coining new wave, and we just wanted to take graffiti to the next level, but we didn't know what to call it. We still call it graffiti,
It's interesting that Doug keeps playing a role in your story.
Yeah, because I looked up to him.
But then, around this time, you guys started to clash.
Right.
Clash of styles.
And egos and stuff,
egos. So do you think things really kicked off between this battle between your crews, TWS and TMF, with you drawing those bullet holes?
I think so, man. I think that was one of them. I don't even think he probably knows it, but probably because my attitude was just over the top,
Yeah.
And
I'm sure
he
had some ego too.
Yeah,
sure.
but it was just a clash of styles too,
Yeah.
And the thing was that I handpicked some of the best artists in the Bay Area. And TMF kind of came from a neighborhood, the homeboys that you kick it, right?
City, Mission.
Yeah, and then basically my problem, or trying to make sure that all these egos that got in this crew, they were all dope by themselves, tried to get along. And we did, most of the time. I think 90%, 99%, we got along. There was no ego clashing, because everyone kind of knew that, hey, when we're all together, let's just check our ego at the door and learn. Sometimes we felt like there's no competition in the city. Why don't we battle each other? And that's what we did. We kind of battled each other to a certain point, but we had egos, sure. But definitely it was a different style. But one of the things I was trying to do to get Dream in the crew, I asked him, I said, "Hey, Dream, man, I'm making this crew called Together with Style, and I want you to be in it." He's like, I'm down. But you have to get up a dope-ass production, dope fucking characters, dope background, and then you do it all by yourself, and then we'll take a look. It's like, all right, I got something for you. And then 2 weeks later, he calls back and said, "Man, I can't get down with your crew." And I'm like, "Why not?" Because I'm cool with TMF. And I was like, I'm cool with those guys. So, but I got something for you. Next thing you know, he did Best of Both Worlds.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen the left side of the piece. This is Together with Style. On the top, he wrote Together with Style. And on the left side, it was New Wave. On the right side, it was Funk. And basically, he was saying, why are you guys battling each other based on a style? I can do both.
Yeah.
You guys should do both. You know what I mean? It's almost like a teaching lesson to both me and TMF.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's like, hey, why are we erased hell of their shit, they erased hell of our shit, just from a style.
Yeah.
And we thought maybe, I don't know, I thought it was getting stupid,
Well, so this was going on for a while, you guys crossing each other out.
I think, we were painting
over each other.
We were painting, and then it got into a cross-out war. They were looking for my piece, the Robotech piece, down in Palo Alto. They couldn't find it. But they were telling me they were all over the place trying to find it to diss it, Did
it ever go farther than paint? Did you guys
I think there was 2 moments where I think somebody found out where I lived, and so a bunch of TMF guys came to my house, and I think I was there. And I had a bat right next to my door just because I was in the projects, right? And my mom answered, and then so I think they wanted to fight me, I think they had 4 or 5 guys out there. It was all TMF. It's like, "What's up, man? I ain't afraid of you, man. Let's do it. Let's go." And my mom was right there. She's like, "Come on, man." So they were gonna fight me in front of my mom and shit, right? So whatever, it kind of died down and shit. And then I think maybe a year goes by, or maybe even a year before, I remember going to Psycho City, and I think it was Doug, Jessica, his wife, and back then I think it was just girlfriend, but and Bizarro, and they were there. They were just chilling. They were painting, and I just kind of happened to show up, And I knew these guys, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" And they're like, they weren't really happy that I was there, but I just wanted to just kick it and just kind of maybe do small talk. Well, anyway, I think they got pissed off, and then I remember Doug wanted to fight, and I was like, "All right, let's go." And then all of a sudden, Bizarro was kind of going across like the back, and I was like, try to turn, but we never really came to blows. But it got close, because ultimately I got respect for those guys.
Yeah,
ultimately, they put in work.
Yeah.
It's not like they were just talking shit.
Well, it
they
sounds
put
like
in
it's
work.
both ways. The respect
They put in
goes both
work,
ways.
and so you can't deny the influences and the pieces and the art that they put in. You can't deny that.
So how did this eventually get squashed?
I don't think it ever got squashed. It was just one of those things. It just faded away.
It just faded away.
And I've always, I got down with NPC. And NPC, that's Nate, Ullman, and Orko, Rodney. And I've become friends with Nate. And when we get together, TWS and NPC, we're called United Nations. And what I heard from Chicago, what happened is that you got the three old crews, they got together and they called themselves the Feds. And I felt like, why don't we ask TMF if they want to get down NPC, TWS, and TMF and make an old school crew? A new crew. And we get up like once a year or twice a year, whatever. We'd showcase like our skills to let the new cats know that, hey, we still got it, And word got to them, and they're like, "Nah,
damn,
we still don't like Crayone." They're still hating on me, bro.
Have you talked to Doug? You still haven't?
No, I haven't talked to him.
What?
I think we talk just like a little bit here and there on Instagram and stuff, and he's cool. I have nothing against Dean. Rise is cool. I like all those guys, man.
Yeah.
It's just that I think maybe some members just still don't like me.
Wow.
To this very day.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I would, honestly, I'm going to put this out here right now. I would love to see, just for the city, at some point, you and Doug got to get down on the wall. Man.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I got the utmost respect for him, dude. I
That
think
would be crazy.
I think he is the king of the city. You know what I mean? I'd give that to him any day,
It's
because I looked up to him when I came up.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say. I mean, I think your style speaks for itself. TWS speaks for itself. TMF. It's hard to pick a winner. Like there is no winner.
Yeah.
There can't be a winner.
I think the winner is the scene. The scene got better from our just competition.
The whole dope thing about this whole battle. Probably the most legendary battle in Bay Area history, if not one of the most legendary in graffiti history. Period. Is that these two styles kind of clashed? People got up, but ultimately, like it just helped the scene.
Right, I think so too, man. Yeah.